Ahoy mateys, and welcome back to Screaminpirate EDC. Today this is going to be the best of for 2022. Now, unlike some channels, and like I did last year, not going to be doing separate best of videos. This is going to be everything in one video, so you can get my opinion on everything that either I've looked at, reviewed, or just to hit the collection for the best of for this year. Now, these are not my top knives that I personally carry and personally love in my collection. These are just what I think are the best in their categories. Before we get started, really quick, holiday patch sets are available. Go to Screaminpirate.com. It's gonna be $17 plus shipping. Got that out of the way. Let's get into some knives. All right, so some of these categories are not going to be your typical categories. They are ones that I think are either important or ones that I came up with. Some are your standard categories. But first up is best returning knife. Now, what I meant by this was a knife that was either in production and came back, or one that just like kind of, petered off from production. They made it for a while and you didn't really see them a whole lot. My favorite in that category is going to be the ProTech Mordax. I think it's really cool that ProTech has brought this back. I really do enjoy it, and I love seeing it in MagnaCut, and I'm loving the fit and finish that ProTech brings to this knife like they always have. Really, really cool. So there's your first one, guys. Next, let's talk favorite new brand. So a couple new brands have hit the scene this year, as it were. But there's one that has really, really caught me this year. And it's surprising even to me. It's going to be Jack Wolf knives, guys. I'm not a slip joint person. Most of my slip joints are Jack Wolf slip joints, guys. But they just always catch my attention. They always look great, and the fit and finish is always very, very well done. So there you go, guys. So after that, let's do favorite new budget. And this is favorite new budget brand, but just favorite new budget, guys. Like, what's my favorite out there? As of right now, one that, not a lot of people have ran after because, for a while it was, I forgot what it was like the Honey Badger from whatever that brand was. But my favorite new ones, if you're looking to not spend a whole lot of money, is going to be Rosecraft. Yeah, I mean, I think they're neat. I think that the pocket monster here, is surprisingly fills a large glove. And I just think that, Rosecraft is doing some cool stuff. Definitely budget knives. These are not going to be ones that you're going to pick up and be like, oh my God, these are the highest quality knives I've ever had under $100. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you don't want to spend a ton of money, take a look at Rosecraft. All right, I'm going to set that to the side. Now, speaking of budget, what are my favorite budget knives for the year? Despite Rosecraft being my favorite new budget brand, a longtime champion, as it were at this point, of the budget category wins my best knife under $100. It's going to be Civivi, and it's going to be the Thug 2.0. Now, this is a Matthew Christensen design. Yeah, it's just really cool. Again, knife kind of fits, it's just a great, secondary knife. Hang off the back a little bit, but just it's really well executed, and yeah, really, really like this guy. Very, very good for under $100. So moving up from that, my favorite under $200. I thought I handled it earlier this year with the large or extra large Penguin from QSP. And then I got this knife in the mail, and I did a short on it, and I'm still blown away. This is gonna be the We Knives Big Banter from NAFS. So the Big Banter from Bin Banter, guys, this thing is just, first of all, that action. Second of all, 20 CV. If I remember right, 20 CV? 20 CV. It's great. It fills the hand. The action is incredible. Nice deep carry clip. Yeah. I can't say enough good things about the Big Banter. If you haven't picked one up, they're like 150 bucks. Go get one. Seriously. If you have under like $150 to spend on somebody for a gift, get that. If you haven't already, I apologize. This is coming out like the day before Christmas. It's great though. All right, so those are out of the way. Let's see here. What do I have next? Oh, this is one of my categories, guys. Favorite knives nobody is talking about, or at least I'm not seeing people talk about, and I think you guys should know about. So out this year, Trevor Berger has been really leaning into the Urban, which is his new, I guess, pattern you would call it. So the standard Urban was good, it's a little small. The Urban XL is really something, guys. It's just a cool knife. It, maintains that Trevor Berger, front flipper goodness. The action doesn't fall shut, but nice and smooth. Love the opening, and just once you get past that detent, yeah, it just glides. Really, really cool knife. After that is one that I don't know that anybody else really has or has talked about. This is going to be the Touch Knives Click. Now, Touch Knives has been doing customs for a long time that are a manual and auto. And what I mean by that is this bolster moves that way. And when it does, let me see if I can get that there for you, fires open. But then if you close it, you can also roll that open. It's super cool. This is their production knife. So this is coming in with M390 and it's coming in at under $200. Super cool knife. There's not been many released. I got this at Blade Show. Yeah, just a cool knife that nobody's really talking about. After that, guys, the one that I don't know, I've fallen in love with, and I don't know what it is, and I can't put my finger on it. It's gonna be the Jared Oser F22 Kickstop. Now, I think this is Jared Oser's first production knife, like just him, but the Kickstop is so cool to have that cool, there's your flipper tab, and now it's gone kind of thing. Yeah, it's my first Kickstop, and I just love it. I love the traditional look of it, but you get that modern feel. Yeah, just a super cool knife that, wish more people were talking about. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and move on. Most unique knives, another in my category. Now, a lot of people are talking about some of these knives, but these are just ones that I really feel are, super cool. So first up, let's talk about the We Knives Snex Vision R. Really cool knife. It's very cool to see, that lock, which, by the way, guys, you can completely take out of there. But yeah, just a cool knife. Very, unique and fun, and I like it. I think it's cool. After that is going to be the Evo. So the Evo 3.0. This came out this year. Last year was the Evo 2.0, and yeah, a lot of people like them. I think it's super cool. So very unique knife, very, very cool to have in a collection. And then finally, guys, another very unique knife that I love that it came in this form factor, the Mini FSD. So just a super cool, unique knife. Really like that. Well, guys, that brings me to the best knife of 2022. I'm not gonna end the video with this one just because I thought midway through you guys would like to see this. My knife for the best knife of 2022, you probably guessed it, the Winter Blade Co-Factor. It's unique, it's fun, it sets itself apart, it has a great action, a great sound, it's thin in the pocket, but it's still, a flat ground, so I trust to use it on, a little bit harder activities and whatnot. Guys, it's great. It's fantastic. He's gonna be shipping the batch out soon. I hope you ordered one. I hope you grabbed one. I love it. All right, enough gushing about the Factor. You guys know I love that knife. Let's go ahead and move on to, what else do I have here, guys, on my little piece of paper? There we go. So the Factor is gonna be my best knife. Right behind it is actually surprising to me. It's gonna be the Renegade EDC God of Mischief, the GOM. The Factor just beats it out, and I think a lot of it is the cool, unique factor with the magnet lock. But damn if the GOM doesn't put in work and and it's a pocket hog, guys. I love it. And one of the cool changes that he made to this is there is this ziggurat or stair step jimping in that hole. And it's just really, really nice. Very cool knife. And then finally, it's a knife that surprised me. And I didn't think this knife was going to make it on the list at all, but the more I looked at the knives, and the more, I'm looking around and I'm hemming and hawing about what I love and I don't. For production, number 3 is gonna be the Pena Bravo. Very cool knife. Not a lot of people talked about it. Super well done. Very, very smooth. Very well done knife. Now, as far as best high-end, high-end custom, etc., because I could do a whole bunch of other knives, but there's one maker that stood out this year to me that if you can get one, get one. It's going to be Sparrow Knife Co., guys. The Strix is just, it's perfect. I have no complaints about this knife, and Greg is a joy to work with. If you have the money, grab one. All right, so done gushing about my favorite knives for this year. Let's do a few more categories here. So what do I have here, guys? Because I keep forgetting what I write down. There we go. Favorite fixed blades. So favorite fixed blades, I've really been getting more into them. I just got this one in, and honestly, it's been great. This is gonna be the Tactile Knife Co. Dread Eye. It's in MagnaCut, super cool knife, actually fits in my hand, and came with this Kydex sheath and that clip, and so I tend to scout carry it. Very cool knife. After that is going to be from my friend Chase at Boatwright Blade Works. This is the Moraine. Now I think this is the small Moraine, and once again, it's only like 2 to 3 fingers. That's why I have the lanyard on there. But it's just really nice to have a small fixed blade that I can just take, scout carry and just boom, go at it. And then finally, guys, I'm gonna show it off because I can and I love it. It's going to be, and you had to know, the Flintlock. This is my design that Boatwright Blade Works made for me, and yeah, I love it. All right, all that's out. Last category, guys. What's my favorite non-knife EDC item for this year? So first up, once again, I didn't know anything about these before Blade Show, and now I can't keep it out of my pocket. It's gonna be a Death Cookie from 52 Graves. This is the one that I released with him with my logo on it. Just really, really like the Death Cookie. Something great to fidget with just because it has a little bit of flex to it. Very cool. After that is going to be a Skelly Vamp from Malini Mob. So it's just something fun to kind of toy around with. It's a bottle opener. It's also a Nuck, also has a hex down here. Super cool. And then finally, what I consider the OG of pins for EDC, Fisher Space Pin, started doing Cerakote this year. I've been carrying a Cerakote pin for months now, and they're just super cool. Throw this in a pouch or in a pocket, and it goes right with me. So yeah, guys, that's my best of for 2022. So once again, if you're looking for the highlights, best knife is going to be the Winter Blade Co. Factor. There you go. After that is going to be the Renegade GOM. Then it is going to be the Pena Bravo. And then finally, if you are in that upper echelon of knives and you like customs, or you want something, kind of as a grail knife or something to focus on, in the future, gotta grab yourself a Sparrow Knife Co. Strix. Well, there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys had a great 2022, and I will catch you in 2023.